Okay, I'm Inspector Mark G. I'm based at North Stephen in Lincolnshire. Basically today there's a peaceful protest by the anti-drone protesters in relation to the drones at RAF Waddington. In addition, we've had some members from the EDL have also come to location to obviously put their point across. Our role here today is to facilitate a peaceful protest from both sides and do fair and calm policing nature of the event. Absolutely peaceful so far, no issues whatsoever. I think there's about 30 or 40 on the anti-drone protest side, and so far just 6 from the EDL side.
And are you expecting more later on today?
We believe there might be some more from the anti-drone side, but as far as we know, no more expected from the EDL.
Well, I think there's about 60-70 people here today so far. We've come to RAF Waddington, which is the home of drone warfare in the UK, to say a very clear no to the use of drones. Drone advocates argue that drones are keeping us safe, but the reality is that drone warfare is making the world a very unsafe and dangerous place. So we've come today to speak out against the use of drones because they're a dangerous technology that's drawing us into more warfare. We were the ones who were saying that soldiers shouldn't be sent to Iraq or Afghanistan, and it's the war in Iraq that has caused the rise of ISIS and the situation that we're in now. Military solutions are no solutions. We need to address the political causes underlying what we're seeing in the Middle East at the moment.
You also have some opposition a bit further down the road from some members of the local EDL branch. What would you have to say to them?
Well, some of our colleagues have gone down to speak with them and to find out what their concerns are and what their issues are. We don't really know. I'm sure that they don't support the idea of warfare. I'm sure that they would think war is a bad thing. I think everybody is against war. So what we're saying is that drones make more war, not less. So we need to stop the drone warfare.
We're just showing our support for Waddington for what they do, because they fly the drones here, don't they, from in Syria and Afghanistan, don't they? And they've been getting a lot of flack lately because they killed two British citizens. Well, as far as I'm concerned, they're not British when they leave England to go fight for a terrorist organisation like ISIL. So at the end of the day, you pick up arms against our soldiers and innocent people, you expect to get a bomb dropped on your head. You're
here today because they said they were coming here.
Yeah.
There's quite a few more of them though.
Yeah, well we only organised this yesterday afternoon, last night. It's just a last minute thing. We put a "Well Done Waddo" banner up, didn't we? That did quite well.
and then you've been again and you've had some roundabouts in Lincoln, or
yeah, we had a refugee today, terrorist tomorrow banner. That got a bit of publicity as well. Well, I don't want them. I don't want the refugees coming to England. 90% of them are young males between 20 and 40 years old. To me, they've left Syria, they've got into Turkey, which is an Islamic country. To me, that should be a safer haven than anywhere in Europe, never mind France or England, but yet they're choosing to cross the water, risk their lives to get to Greece. We think we get to Greece. Greece is a nice country to live in. I don't mind living in Greece. It's warm most of the year round. It's cheap to live, but they don't even want to stay there.
And I see you have some support from behind the fence as well.
Yeah, we do.
We're just doing a bit of work, just doing a bit nosy. We've nothing to do with it. We just want to see what's going on. So
they're basically saying that drones create more problems, and we basically said, well, would you rather send a drone in or 100 soldiers? I'd rather a drone went in. And they were saying, well, the drones just fire indiscriminately, which is not true. They're all laser guided targets, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So their argument falls below the wayside, to be honest.
Why do we need 10? Why not just have one?
We have a lot to surveil. They're mostly surveillance. They're called May.
Then why have the massive missiles? Then why have the missiles if they're just surveillance?
Well, Well, you know what's happening now. I mean, we've got Putin in Russia.
What's the difference between bombing and position strikes?
A strike goes straight to a person. So you
But how do you know that?
Like a person in a hospital?
Well, they're actually, the Hellfire missiles are extraordinarily... a bomb is dropped and has a big destruction power on buildings. And a strike is like a bullet.
You've had a quick chat with some of the anti-drone supporters. Can you tell us more about this initiative and why you decided to come here today?
Yes, well, I'm delighted that there are so many people here today, and I understand how young people are very idealistic. So I just think it's really important to provide some information, because a lot of people don't quite understand why it's so important to have our pilots here who are piloting our drones. And to just make it absolutely clear, our drones are so important for surveillance, and we do know how turbulent things are in the Middle East currently. And we know that Putin has started the airstrikes on Syria, so we definitely need surveillance.
In Afghanistan, in which up to maybe 30 doctors and medical staff have lost their lives, just the narrative of precision is nonsense. There is no such thing as a guaranteed, pinpoint, accurate strike.
For this horrendous crime, just a heartless act of the will, not to know, just to kill. The drones, they splattered my children's blood. In God we trust for the good, to inflict their democracy on a people they cannot see. With might that is never right, they set my house alight, and whilst my children burned and slept, the God they serve howled and wept over such blasphemy, murdering so-called enemies. So now we live in times of drones where faceless enemies take our homes.